Welcome back, y'all. This kind of a closing to day 2 and an opening to day 3. Now, what we didn't say in the videos for day 2 was, we'd found the location, found a good spot where the deer were moving. Felt like God had directed us to be there. We were seeing deer. We had seen deer there day 1 evening, day 2 morning, day 2 evening. We were feeling pretty confident that we were in the right spot. And lo and behold, about an hour before dark, right when should have been time for the deer to start moving, this vehicle comes driving down the road that we're hunting off of, I should say. Our van this road dead ends at the bay. Our van is setting maybe 150 yards back up the road from the bay, setting just on the edge of the road. You can see it plain as day from a quarter mile away. Everything's so flat there that those roads, if they're straight, you can see every car, truck. Well, there wasn't very many cars, but you can see every truck down that road and tell that, hey, there's half a dozen people hunting down through here. Well, he could obviously see we were hunting. Not only did he drive within, I'll say, 200 yards of our van, but he could see us setting barely the legal 100 yards off the road. What's he do? Park 100 yards away with his vehicle, gets out, looks at us, gets his gear, looks at us, walks towards us, and proceeds to walk right up the edge on the side where his vehicle's parked of the little pinch point of thick stuff that these deer were traveling on each side of. So he's dead across from where the trailhead comes out and angles toward us. And essentially, he's either going to screw us up or cut us off. If it was just me, I probably wouldn't have thought a whole lot about it. It's public, Everybody does what they want to do, and half the people that hunt it, they don't have any regard for other hunters or any respect. But man, when you see 2 kids that are already here hunting, and you're coming in already at the last minute, somewhere you've not been all weekend, so obviously you've not scouted it, and this is your spot, But to come in, you see the kids, and you get out, and you walk that close to them and set up just the other side of the bushes from them. Kind of a prick move, if you ask me. So after this prick ruined our set for the evening for day 2, we all went back to the hotel, frustrated, aggravated. We sat down, went over maps again. There was showing 2 water sources on deeper, the direction the deer were traveling. It was deeper on in. So not much across the road the other way back in, except a couple of open spots. And which we found out the open spots are not open spots. They're, grass up to here. But on that side of the road, there were 2 water holes. One was very, very deep, and we didn't see a clear path at all to get to it. The other one was going to require quite a bit of hiking. But I thought if we could get into it, it was showing to be rather open on, aerials. We thought, hey, set up on the water source and open, find a trail, coming out of the cover to it. Should be a good spot. So that's what we did, as you'll see in day 3. Now, what you won't see is the same guy that ruined our sit on evening 2 came back an hour after daylight and decides he's going to hike back in and try to find us, is the only thing I can figure. Because he hiked the same trail that we took, which meandered through some pretty thick stuff. And literally, I parked the van at the trailhead. So, could be no mistake, this is where we are. Dude comes in about an hour and 20 minutes after daylight, walks straight towards our blind, about 60 yards or so away, turns and cuts dead between us and the water source. Goes right by it. Backside of the water source and just keeps walking. Essentially cutting any leaving scent between the water source, which was about a 60-yard shot for us, either side of it, at most, which we figure backside, Charlie gets a shot with the crossbow. We figure front side is 40 or less. At Father's Point, 40 or less. 20 on the close end. And any of us was good. But anyway, this guy proceeds on 300 yards out into the middle of nowhere and or more, disappears out of sight. So we're like, well, that's, I guess, screwed us for the day. So we sat as, long as we thought was good, up somewhere around midday. We hadn't seen him come back through. Don't know where he went. Don't know if he made him some kind of a big circle back, just come see where we's at and circle back out, or what happened. But anyway, we decided that we were going to press farther and see what we could find. See, do some spot and stalk style scouting. And we were trying to find that other water hole or way into it, which there wasn't. It was so thick around it that it was just not possible for people to go through it unless you got down on your hands and knees and crawled. Very little, sign of trails coming in and out. More looked like pig sign than anything. But we did find some very, very different ground to what we had been seeing all over the rest of Aransas. And as you'll see in the video coming up, you can see what we found. Just really wasn't much way to hunt it. There was nothing to funnel the deer into one particular area or a pinch point. As you'll see, it was very, very open. Really surprised us. And believe it or not, wasn't grass this high. It actually was pretty short, but just so open that it just wasn't huntable. Would have been a good rifle spot, but definitely not for a bow. And I'm going to tack on the tail end of this pictures that we took on day 3. I think I'll make kind of a slideshow if you stay tuned and watch those. We've seen some really neat things that we got pictures of. But that's about enough long-winded talk. Stay tuned for video of day 3 and pictures. Y'all stay tuned. Well, day 3 hunting here in Aransas, Texas. Got some clouds rolled in this morning. Actually rolled in overnight. Kind of excited about that. Hope it rains a little bit. Make the ground a little less crunchy. Make things a little more bearable. As you can see, thermocell in a ground blind and cover is the only way that you can survive in this mess. We've had to take our nets, our face masks and everything off this morning. It's a little bit warm, humid. No air moving is the big thing. We don't have that coastal breeze that we've been getting. We've got a main trailhead comes out right back there, the other side of that bush, and funnels around. We've got another one that comes out right here to my right, funnels right out through.
the other side of that bush, and that little rise out there is actually the bank of a pond out here. So we're kind of sitting on this water hole, hoping that something will come through that we can get a shot at. There's a lot of sugar sand wallows back over in that direction, other side of the water. And we found out that's what the hogs like. But we're just kind of hanging out in this ground blind in a thermocell, keeping the mosquitoes off of us until we figure out what we're going to do. This one here keeps going to sleep on me.
Yo. Can you watch what you're doing?
Hunting here in Texas is keeping up with Dad and older brother's a little hard on this junior field staffer. He's rocking. Turn back the other way, boy. He's rocking the service side brand. And we're all rocking the FFTO brand. Got these caps courtesy of Gerald Printing. I gotta give a shout out to Donna. She done an excellent job on those. And yeah, we're just kind of chilling in here with our gear, hoping for the best. Y'all stay tuned. Morning.
So the guy from day 2 evening who ruined our hunt decided to follow the trail we had taken this morning, despite the van being parked at the trailhead in hopes of deterring anyone from taking the trail. He walked alongside the water source we were set up watching and on out through the field and out of sight. After sitting until midday without seeing anything and debating if he was the reason, we decided to scout some more for a more secluded spot.
Day 3, and we hiked far enough to find open ground. And buddy, when I say open ground, it's one extreme or the other out here. Like miles of just
what is that yonder?
Prairie grass, marsh grass, and nothing else. Trees every 1,000 yards or so, that's bushes basically. You can see the Bay Bridge or Aransas Pass Bridge or something way over yonder. Hold this, see if I can zoom in on that. Yeah, there we go. Not very good video with it. That's like the Aransas Pass Bridge, I think.
So that concluded the video footage we had for day 3. We experienced some issues with our equipment and quit filming. Stay tuned and enjoy the pictures we took with our other camera. Many of them were taken by Cheesy. It was his first experience with a camera in hand, and he quickly found he loves it.